Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3. When we left off last time, we were in a shootout with Revolver Ocelot, if I could speak. And we were interrupted by a whole ton of bees. Or wasps. I'm feeling like they were wasps, but I want to keep calling them bees. Whatever. Annoying little stingy things. So we took a leap of faith into a cliff to get away from them. Well, into a deep canyon. And now we're at the bottom, so we're going to see if we can find our way out here, but we're also going to chat with everybody. Eva, how's it going?
Snake, are you all right?
Well, more or less.
Yeah, just barely.
Hornets.
What the hell were all those hornets?
Most likely that was the Pain, one of the Cobras.
I figured as much. Are they tracking me?
Seem to be.
I don't know. The Cobras only take orders from the boss. Not even Volgin knows what they're really up to, so I don't know anything about them either.
No kidding.
I'll try and dig up as much as I can about them. You just focus on moving ahead. Go to the end of the cave and you'll come out in an aqueduct overgrown with mangroves. This leads to the Ponizovye swamp. And Snake, be careful. That cave...
What about it?
Dark inside.
Good. I did remember to tell you then. If it's completely dark and you need a light, try using a torch.
Do I have a
heard
torch?
There's some emergency torches stored somewhere in that cave.
Oh, there we go.
Torches. Got it. So where are they?
Huh?
Where are the torches?
Somewhere in the
How
cave.
should I know? Go find them yourself.
Thanks for being helpful, Eva. I mean, she is helping, she is, but... Anything else to say?
Eva, where are you now?
I told you, didn't I? I'm right near the Colonel.
Pretty weak answer if you ask me.
I suppose you're right.
Eva.
Snake, I'm under orders to cooperate with you, but that doesn't mean I have to tell you everything I know.
But it's more fun if you do,
But
come
assume
on.
the same applies to you too.
Come on, femme fatale. Talk to me.
That cave is known as Chornaya Peshara. In Russian, Chornaya Peshara means the black cave from which cold wind blows.
Wow.
It's
That's a lot of
magma
descriptors
cavern
in 2
formed
words.
Millions of years ago, back when Salino-Yarsk was the site of volcanic activity. The structure of the cave is pretty complex, but you should be able to find the aqueduct if you keep moving inward. Head toward the interior of the cave.
Alright. What else you got?
Go to the end of the cave and you'll come out in an aqueduct.
Alright, she
overgrown-
told me this. So then, let's talk to Sigyn.
Hey, Snake, remember back at the abandoned factory when you whittled the grip of that 45 down?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of a customization like that before. Why the grip?
to fit it with a knife.
A knife? You're gonna keep the knife and the gun both at the ready?
Oh yeah.
That's the idea.
Why would you want to do that?
So I can have a knife and a
Sometimes
gun.
A knife works better in close proximity encounters. So I equip both at the same time. That way I can switch back and forth in an instant.
Badass. So that's that.
That's that.
CQC.
The weapon you've got equipped now is a prototype model of the Mark 22, a suppressor-equipped pistol currently in development by the Navy. It's been modified to act as a tranquilizer gun. The Mark 22 is a heavily modified special ops version of the M39 pistol used as a sidearm by the SEALs. Probably the biggest change from the M39 is that it's got a longer barrel, which allows it to be equipped with a suppressor. And it uses a slide lock mechanism. That makes it a lot quieter, but it also means you have to load a new round into the chamber by hand every time you fire. It's also fitted with tall, adjustable sights, so you can use the front and rear sights to line up your shot, even with a suppressor attached.
Looks like they got rid of the magazine safety too.
Good eye. That feature wasn't too popular with guys like you who know their guns. The shear release lever's been taken off as well, meaning the hammer won't fall even with the safety on.
So I can just cock and lock.
That, and you get the added bonus of not having any mechanical noise from decocking, even with the safety on. The perfect pistol for a sneaking mission, huh?
They just said a lot of stuff that I really didn't understand. I have pretty much no experience with guns. So when there's all these different types and these numbers flying out, I don't know what that means. Kind of interesting, though. Alright. What else you got, Sigyn?
So you're wearing the tree bark camouflage.
At the moment.
Tree bark is a forest pattern created primarily for use by hunters. It'll give you an exceptionally low profile if you wear it when you're pressed up against a tree.
Alright, paramedic?
To eat food, press the start button.
I know how to
enter
do that. What else do you have? Tell me about cobras. I ate a cobra.
By the way, Snake,
What?
you know the Ocelot unit commander?
Yeah,
Ocelot?
Yeah, that's not his real name, is it?
I wouldn't think
I
so.
wouldn't think so.
Is it a code name?
You mean like Snake?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. Why? Is that strange?
No, I was just wondering why he's called Ocelot.
Have you heard of meow?
How's that?
Well, I looked it up, and it turns out the ocelot is a wild cat whose habitat stretches from the southern U.S. down to northern Argentina. They live in a variety of different environments, from tropical rainforests to savannas.
But not
The
Russia.
biggest ones can grow up to 1 meter in length. They're normally solitary creatures, and their diet consists mainly of small animals and fish. During the day, they sleep up in the trees, but at night...
Yeah, paramedic.
Oh, right. So, the ocelot is an animal that lives on the American continent. But then I wonder,
She's got a
why
fair
would
point
a
here.
Soviet officer be using the name of an American wild?
Maybe he just likes them. They're
Good
cuties.
question. Maybe it's because he's fast and agile like an ocelot.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
But why'd you go to all the trouble of looking it up?
Are you a little smitten with
Because I was
Ocelot?
curious. Was it helpful?
Sure.
Now, it is interesting that we keep coming across animals, and Ocelot's a bit of an exception because it is just a code name, but she'll talk about they're native to all these places that are not Russia. What are they all doing in Russia? This makes me, I'm just thinking back to the virtuous mission thing. Is this a virtual mission? Is that why we have animals that aren't native to the region?
When you get shot, you'll sometimes suffer a gunshot wound.
Yeah, I know about that too. Tell me more about animals. I like when you talk to me about animals. Snake, you forgot to ask how an ocelot tastes.
That area is
Here
inhabited
we
by
go.
the Taiwanese cobra. The Taiwanese cobra is native to Taiwan and southern China.
So why is it in
It's
Russia?
quite vicious and carries a potent neurotoxin in its fangs. Be careful. If it bites you, go into the survival viewer immediately and use the cure option to inject yourself with serum.
Sounds interesting.
But
Don't ask me.
Huh?
The guide doesn't say. If you absolutely have to know, then you'll just have to try it yourself and see.
oh, I absolutely have
I
to
didn't
know.
say anything.
But you were going to ask, weren't you? About the taste?
Maybe.
I'll talk to you later, Snake.
Paramedic.
What's up?
Are you a medic or a doctor?
I'm a well-respected physician. Or I was until I joined the CIA.
How is your reputation?
Well respected,
My
she
what?
said.
Your reputation.
Oh, that.
How was it?
Why? Don't you trust me?
That's not what I meant.
Fine then.
So,
So what?
your reputation. How was
What
it?
are you getting at here, Snake?
My, you're relentless.
Hey, I'm a snake. So,
My reputation was spotless. I'm highly skilled, patient, and good-looking to boot. Everybody wanted to see me. What else would you expect? No, seriously.
Incidentally, her nickname back then was Quack.
Major.
is that true?
Is what true?
About your nickname.
No. Well, maybe a few people did call me that.
So you were a quack.
No. Well, yes and no. I mean, in a sense I was, but then again I wasn't.
What does that mean?
Snake, her skills as a doctor are beyond reproach. You have my word on that.
What makes her a quack, though?
Yes. That's exactly what I was trying to say, Snake.
Then why did they call her quack?
It's because she...
Never mind that. It doesn't matter.
No, I want to know.
We've got a job to do and we have to stay focused. Besides, my past doesn't have anything to do with the mission.
Why
and-
quack?
Because she never shuts up.
Yes, that's...
No, that's not it. Snake, tell him that's not true. Say something.
I'd better get back to the mission.
yes, you do that.
Just a minute. Snake, don't you hang up on me.
All right, there's some pretty wonderful Codec conversations. Anything else?
Snake, be careful. That cave is inhabited by vampire bats.
How do they taste?
The vampire bat bites its victims and sucks their blood.
They don't usually bite people.
Speaking of bats...
Although I'm
Just
right in their
save
cave.
Huh?
I know you're gonna talk about vampire movies. Attack of the Vampire Donuts, or Dracula versus the Space Hippos, or something like that.
Actually, I was going to say that bats are known to use supersonic waves to sense their surroundings.
Oh,
Bats use supersonic waves to sense their surroundings, so you might be able to keep them away by blasting them with a special kind of sound wave. As for taste, I suppose there's no reason you couldn't eat them. Snake, do you hate vampire movies?
what?
Just now, you sounded like you really hated them.
You kind of did.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no one really likes them.
Some people do.
Like you.
Yeah. They're fascinating, you know? Like the movie Dracula.
Don't say it.
He hates
Why not?
Dracula.
Just
Is he afraid of it?
Are you afraid?
what?
You're afraid of vampires, aren't you?
Don't be ridiculous.
But
Listen, there are no such things as vampires. They're just a stupid, made-up legend. And if they do seem real,
well,
He's
sure.
afraid of
you think I'd
vampires.
be afraid of something like that?
Well, it seems like.
No.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not afraid of vampires.
Uh-huh.
It's just that whenever somebody starts talking about vampires, I end up dreaming about them that night. And I don't need that right now. That's all.
Okay.
Snake. I'm trying to figure out if this is in some way like referencing Vamp, but it's just kind of delightful taken exactly as is.
Treating serious wounds will require you to use additional medical items besides your knife and cigar. That's why it's always a good idea to carry as many medical items with you as possible. If you start to run out of medical items, find some more as soon as you can. The enemy should be carrying medical supplies as well. You can get them by holding up enemy soldiers and shaking down their bodies.
Alright, what else?
Snake, it says here you can catch maroon sharks in that area.
Really?
The maroon
There's
shark is
sharks?
found mostly in Southeast Asia, but it's
Oh,
not
okay.
actually a shark. It's related to the carp. It's also known as the red-finned cigar shark, the river barb, and the sultan fish.
Interesting. So how does it taste?
According to the guide, it's good, but it's kind of oily and it has a lot of little bones.
Ah, the bones. That's the
Fine with
worst.
me. I never worry about the little things.
But they're so gross when you
So I
accidentally
gather.
chew on them. I like the taste of fish, but ugh, the bones.
Snake, that area is home to the Kenyan mangrove
Ooh,
crabs.
mangrove crabs.
The Kenyan mangrove crab
Kenyan?
is a
Then why is it
land-dwelling
in
crab.
Russia?
It lives in burrows dug near seashores and mangrove swamps. It's not poisonous, but it might hurt a little if it attacks you with its pinchers. Treat it with caution.
Got it. So this thing must taste pretty good, huh?
Seems like it's a crab.
Why do you say must?
Because crab's good.
It's a crab, isn't it?
It is.
And crabs are good to eat.
What's so good about them?
They're
You
delicious.
don't like crab?
Not at all.
Oh,
Why not?
paramedic.
Why? How can you eat those things? They're all purple and yellow striped, and they stink like cat
The
pee.
meat doesn't, and it's not striped. What's she
But
talking?
that's just my opinion. Don't listen to me. Let's see here. The guide says... No way. It says they're delicious.
Yeah, they're crab. Crab is so
Well,
good.
If you want to eat one, then go right ahead, but count me out.
Crab cakes coming up. Yeah.
Snake, there's a mushroom called the Russian glowcap growing in that area.
Does it actually glow?
The Russian glowcap is a kind of
Yeah.
luminescent fungus. A mushroom that glows in the dark.
Why would a mushroom glow in the dark?
It's bioluminescent, just like a firefly. It uses the so-called luciferin luciferase reaction. To put it simply, luciferin reacts with luciferase in the presence of magnesium 2+ ions, breaking it down into oxyluciferin and carbon dioxide. The carbonyl groups in the oxyluciferin are initially in an electrical excited state.
Yeah, this is putting it
When they
simply.
return to their base state, they give off light. Did you get all that?
Not really.
Is it safe to eat?
Oh,
By the way, does that mushroom recharge your batteries when you eat it?
huh?
I mean, it seems like if you ate a glowing mushroom, it might recharge your batteries.
It seems like it might be poisonous.
Snake, your batteries are organic batteries. They produce electricity by utilizing the potential difference between cells. Organic batteries are known for their highly efficient energy conversion, but they still rely on chemical reactions between proteins and enzymes to...
So you're saying they'll get recharged?
Believe what you want.
Right.
Snake, be careful when you approach the enemy. The closer you are to them, the more accurate their shots will be, and the more damage their weapons will do. That means you've got a greater chance of getting seriously wounded. Daring frontal assaults are not a good idea.
They really aren't.
But if you do get seriously injured, go into the survival viewer and treat it immediately.
Alright, anything else?
That area is home to the reticulated python.
You told us about that one
The
before.
reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world.
Okay. Major Zero, your turn.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Yeah, why are you freaking out, man? It's okay.
Snake.
Are you all right?
Oh, because I jumped down into that. Okay.
That was a hell of a drop, but I'm fine. Looks like there's no way back up, though.
I see. Well, anyway, it's good to hear you're not injured. Slipping and falling may not have been part of the plan, but getting into that cave was. Proceed further into the cave. The cave seems to be structured like a maze,
Wonderful.
but there's an exit somewhere. Find a way out of the cave and head for the aqueduct.
All right, but it might take me a while to get through this cave.
Are you hurt?
No,
It's just really dark.
The enemy? Did they set a trap for you?
not that either.
Then what is it?
It's dark in here.
Dark.
Yeah, there's no light anywhere. I should have brought a flashlight with me.
So what you're saying is that it's going to take you a while because you don't have a flashlight.
It's really dark,
Right.
and I don't know where to go, and it's a
Snake,
maze.
if you don't have a flashlight, you should be looking for a substitute. I tell you, American soldiers these days rely too much on ready-made equipment.
Here we go again.
What was that?
Nothing.
American soldiers rely too much on ready-made equipment.
Yes, yes.
Not only that,
I
can't
hear
seem
you.
to grasp that one piece of equipment can have multiple functions. Back when I was in the SAS, we never had that problem. We were trained to use every piece of equipment in as many ways as possible. If you don't have a flashlight, look for something else. You need to develop flexible, innovative thinking if you want to... Hey, are you listening to me?
Sure.
Yeah, of course I am.
First, take a look at what you're carrying with you now. Don't you have anything that can provide you with some light?
Maybe. I don't know offhand. I should probably check. Do I? What do I got? I mean, she said look for torches, so that's what I was gonna do. Once you have a cigar, I mean, that's possibly like a vague sort of light. I don't know about that. You might try it. I'm not talking to people, though. Major Zero, what else you got?
First, take a look at what you're carrying with you now. Don't you have anything that can provide you with some light?
Just that? Okay. So then, what we want to do now is have some fun with people. First off, is a cigar the thing? It's bad for my health. Okay, I need to get my cardboard box. Come here. So, I've been told I really need to call everybody while I'm in the box. Major?
First, take a look at what you're carrying.
No, I'm in a box. Say something about that.
The cave seems to be structured like
Nah.
a
Paramedic?
Cuts happen when you get slashed with a knife or other sharp object. When you have a cut, your maximum life goes down depending...
Yeah. Say again?
Snake, what are you doing?
Cardboard box.
I'm in a box.
A cardboard box? Why are you...
I don't know, I was just looking at it, and suddenly I got this irresistible urge to get inside.
Like a cat.
No, not just an urge. More than that. It was my destiny to be here, in the box.
Destiny?
Yeah, and then when I put it on, I suddenly got this feeling of inner peace. I can't put it into words. I feel safe. Like this is where I was meant to be. Like I'd found the key to true happiness. Does any of that make sense?
No, but it's wonderful.
Not even a little.
You should come inside the box. Then you'll know what I mean.
Man, I don't want to know what you mean. Between you and paramedic, is everyone but me that is hooked up with the Major Strange? Yeah, well, anyway, I suppose even that dumbass box might make a decent disguise if you wear it inside a building.
Come on now, don't knock the box. It's good. So what are you gonna do, Snake, after this mission? You gonna go home and just curl up in a box from time to time, get some inner peace? Ava, you have any thoughts on the box? Eva?
Go to the end of the cave and you'll...
No. Alright, I think we can probably mess with Sigint a little more. First, let's take the box off. Because he has things to say about the camouflage we wear. And yeah, what in the world even is this? It's magnificent. Oh my, look at that. We gotta call Sigint. And it cracks.
Snake, what is that stuff you're wearing?
I don't know. It's called Gakko camo, whatever that means.
What?
Paramedic?
She knows about this.
You've never heard of Gakko.
I haven't heard of Gakko.
Never.
Some kind of
You
duck?
must live in a cave or something.
Well, excuse me. By the way, Snake, that outfit is really killing your camo index.
I know.
Unless you want the enemy to see you, I suggest you change your clothes as...
Why?
She loves it.
Why? Because his camo index is...
Camo index, schmamo index.
Hold on now.
He's wearing the Gakko suit
Why?
because it looks cute.
Snake, talk some sense into her.
What's wrong with being cute?
Am I the only normal person around here?
Possibly. So, paramedic, tell me about Gakko.
Some types of food spoil faster than others. Animal and fish meat goes bad relatively fast, but plants and mushrooms generally last a little longer. Animals won't go bad if you capture them alive, though. You can tell whether food has gone bad or not by looking closely at the icon on the food screen in the survival viewer.
Yep,
So be sure to check the icon before you eat the
we
food.
figured that one out the hard way.
If you eat spoiled food, you'll get sick and end up with a stomachache. It'll get better eventually if you leave it alone, but that means you'll throw up and lose a lot of stamina. If you get a stomachache, go to Cure in the survival viewer and take some digestive medicine. Digestive medicine and antidotes aren't the only ways to cure stomachaches and food poisoning.
No?
You can also induce vomiting.
Oh.
Go into the survival viewer and press the viewer button to enter viewer mode. Then rotate the right analog stick to spin your body around, and eventually you'll start feeling queasy.
Really?
When you get dizzy enough, exit the survival viewer and you'll throw up. That should get rid of any stomachache and food poisoning you have. Give it a try.
When I lose stamina, though? Okay, we kind of have to give that a try. So, do what now? No, it wasn't this one, right? Is that it? And then spin around. This is pretty cool. We good? No. Alright, I love this duck camo, I really do, but it's not the best choice. Look at how magnificent it is, though. What kind of ridiculous face? Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to... Raindrop, huh? I would think probably black is going to be the best in the cave, right? Look at that riding mask. That's pretty good. Okay, thoughts on this, Sigint?
Haha, so you're wearing the black camouflage. The black uniform isn't really camouflage. It was intended to have a psychological shock effect on enemies in hostage rescue operations and stuff like that.
Really?
But it should also make you pretty hard to see if you wear it in a dark environment. And it might also work on black, earthy surfaces like you'd find in swamps.
Okay, but what about my face?
Ah, you're wearing the
I
mask.
am.
I made it myself. Pretty good work, don't you think?
It's wonderful.
A while back, they were planning to disguise someone as this one GRU officer and send him in to steal some secret documents. I created the mask for that operation. But then the mission ended up being canceled. And then the major came and told me to throw it out. Can you believe that guy?
But you didn't throw it out.
Are you kidding? Tossing a superior quality product like that into the garbage without using it will be an insult to science.
I agree.
So I decided to sneak it into your gear.
Okay, but is it really that big of a deal?
Of course it is.
What's so great about it?
Everything. But if I had to pick one reason, I'd have to say it's because it's the first mask ever that can blink its eyes.
What about the lips?
What's that?
Can it open its mouth?
That's a good one, Snake. You crazy, man.
I'm serious.
Are you even listening to me, Snake? Where's your common sense? Damn.
Sorry.
These conversations are wonderful. What does paramedic think of this mask?
Snake Eye. Huh? Hello there?
Paramedic, it's me.
Snake? Oh, it's you. For a minute there, I thought you were someone else.
Why are you so nervous? You've seen this mask before, right?
Yeah, but it looks so cool.
Huh?
Ooh.
Cool. You know, kind of like a Venusian.
What?
A Venusian?
I mean, not the crab kind, the other kind.
From
Paramedic,
the planet.
do you really think a guy you've never seen before would suddenly call you on this frequency?
I know it sounds ridiculous, but still. What if it was a being from another planet? You can't rule out that possibility.
Paramedic. Eva?
If it's completely dark and you need a light,
She doesn't
try
care about the
using a
mask.
torch. I heard there's some emergency.
Alright. Major. Is he gonna get upset? That mask was supposed to be thrown away.
The cave
Oh, he
seems to
doesn't
be
even
structured-
care. Alright. This has been a lot of time of just talking to people, which is wonderful because they have had some fantastic things to say. But we should perhaps try to actually make a little bit of progress. So it looks like we can wear pretty much anything. Let's put on the zombie because it's cool. Yeah. Alright. So this is where we fell in, and everywhere else is really super dark. And we could use a cigar, but health isn't great, so I kind of don't want to. Do I want to just hope to stumble across torches? That doesn't seem like the best plan either. I'm gonna get bit by a vampire bat. Okay, so that's away. Okay, I think I see an animal. Let's get it. Frog! Yeah. Is it a... No, it's not a dead end. Okay, snake. But I really need to find the torches, because it's incredibly difficult to navigate through here. Okay. So, where are we now? Up, up, up. Serum. Oh, oh, oh! Okay. Thought I was gonna die. Well, this looks promising. Mushroom. And it's storage. Wave with the O button. Press repeatedly to swing around. And... something weird. Okay. Well, into the backpack. Is it over... It's not over here, is it? No, it's... There it is. makes it WP? White phosphorus grenade. Light enemy on fire. Huh. Interesting. Crabs! Get the crabs. Snake, snake, there's crabs. Come on, man. He's not even trying. Come on, they're gonna be delicious. One more. It's gonna end up going rotten, but... Okay, turn, 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 turn. Alright, it's not actually that important. Okay, we can see. Hooray. Now let's try to search this a little more methodically. Okay. So there's an option to go. Go this way. I have no idea where we are in relation to where we started. But I have a map, so that would probably... Oh, there we go. Ooh, stuff down there. Go down, it's fine. It's cool. So, there's some of our phosphorus mushrooms. Kick them. Why isn't my kick working? Whatever. Battery. Ooh, AK-47. Okay, this is spazzing out a bit. That's not great. Truncating my item descriptions. Don't like that. Okay, so it looks like there's a path through. Oh, there's a frog. We could also go that way. We could probably dive down. There's so many options. Okay. So, to dive. Up, 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 up. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Although I do want to go through that little path we saw, but where does this go? How do I light? There we go. Okay. Well, every room looks pretty much like every other. Okay, I think... Is that where I came out of? We're gonna go back down through that path in the water. Is there a faster way to swim? Oops. Whatever. Okay, so actually here is where I wanted to go. Okay. Ah! I'm gonna drown. What is that? No, no, don't. Get the ration. There we go. Is that it? I can't get out of here? Okay, looks like that is indeed it. Okay. There we go. That's enough messing around with water. Let's get out of this. And eat something. Try one of those delicious crabs. So then.
Hey, this works.
Good stuff. You know, really, I might as well eat a bunch of stuff, because it's all gonna rot anyhow. Ooh, Russian ration. Okay. So, what's this way? More water. This is where... Is this where I've been? Check the map in a minute. Yeah, this is where I found this. Okay. And then this way... That's where I fell down. Okay, but we can go over here instead of going down. Hey there, rats. You're safe for the moment. I'm full up on all kinds of other food. Alright. Ah, bats, bats! Okay. So, came in here, right? Let's get out here. Are those bats still following me? They're very upset. Understandably so. It was all dark and then I came here with a bunch of light. Bats don't appreciate that kind of thing. Oh, so this is where... Oh, there's the Keraton. Is there any advantage to shooting him here? Night vision goggles. Well, I'm just gonna leave him. Alright, so then this would just be back to that same one, right? That had the ration at the bottom, I'm guessing? So we don't... Well, it's either that or it's go through the bats. Like, we'll go through the bats. They're not that bad. Settle down, bats. You're gonna be just fine. Okay, so here, we don't want to fall down. We'll just go back along this way. I don't know why I keep wanting to go there. Alright, so back here then. Might want to crawl through there. I didn't need that snake, but it's kind of fun to kick them. Alright. Do I want to crawl back there? I think I kind of do. Because there might have been more in that beginning area that I just didn't see because it was so dark. Now we've got the torch. Let's check it out. Okay. So, is this where I fell in the first place? Or is this just somewhere I slipped down? They got a lot of dead people in these caves. Settle down, bad. Settle down. Or are we... Oh! Alright, just another zone in the cave. That's not the button I meant to hit. Although, actually, camouflage is not that great now. Now that we've got the... Okay, but is anything really... No, it all sucks in here. Oh, not gonna sweat it then. Paramedic?
You want to save?
Yes, please.
Snake, have you heard of the last war?
No.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
It's a Japanese movie where the world ends in a nuclear war. Tensions between East and West reach the breaking point, and before anyone can stop it, they launch the ICBMs. Humanity is wiped out by a war that no one wanted. The movie depicts that destruction from the eyes of ordinary people. Their simple daily lives are torn apart by the terrible power of a war that has nothing to do with them.
Everybody's afraid of the next big war, but there's only so much that one person can do.
That's why the people who have the power to stop it have to.
Sounds like actually a pretty interesting movie, really. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll continue wandering through the maze of the cave, see if we can find our way out, and move on with the mission.